What's up, guys? Touchdown in this paradise, and wanted to talk to you guys real quick about what I experienced. So maybe this might help some of you guys that are coming out here. So I never make arrangements for car rentals ahead of time online, because that's when they take advantage of you, because you're planning ahead. But I've learned in places like Cancun and all these other spots I've gone to, where they got these guys a bunch of car rental spots all lined up next to each other, and they got all the big name ones, they got some other names you never heard of. And so, like, under the Hertz umbrella, they got Dollar, they got I don't know what other ones they got under there, but Hertz and Dollar and a bunch of other ones, they were all in there. I'll show it on the video because I recorded it, but I just can't remember which is under the umbrella. And so I never like Hertz. If you go to Hertz, they're gonna rip you off in every way possible. So I suggest you don't, unless they're the only option you have there, which I highly doubt that's ever gonna be the case. But it's they go off their name and they charge you all sorts of fees, and whatever they quote you never is what you end up paying. So I'm just tired of dealing with them and all the games they play. And so I never make arrangements ahead of time either. So what my suggestion to you guys is, get to the airport of your destination and walk up to all those booths and then ask them for their prices for their cheapest car, and then price them all out against each other, and they're gonna give you a really good price right before you start to walk away. And if they're too greedy, then don't bother, just go to the next place and try to get a good deal. And so I usually call ahead to see what the going rates are first, so I know what the rip-off rates are, and they'll tell you. And then I'll compare it against what kind of price I can get at the airports at these booths. And they're very desperate at that point because there's an oversupply and not that much demand at the airport. And so, yeah, these guys will still try to jack you at the airport, but they're more desperate because they see their neighbors and they see who the customers are already ahead of time, and they see you walking away and all that. So they'll be willing to give up more of their commission, because the more they charge, the more commission they get. And so here's what happened today. I called, they said it was 130 at all the places I called. Every place, the lowest place they would go was 130 a day for the shittiest car, and they wouldn't go down any lower. So I said, all right, fuck it. So I reserved an Uber to come pick me up, and then I was just gonna Uber everywhere and just say, fuck it, I don't need a car, because that's just way too much. That's more than a hotel. That's like how much more than hotel rooms cost. And so when I got to the airport, I walked up to the booths, and then I was gonna go to Europa Car, because that's who I usually get at these other places, and they give me a really good deal because they're not tied to Hertz or the Hertz umbrella. But then I thought I was going to the Europa Car booth, but it wasn't. And the one I chose was a lady who was really smiling, and the rest were all guys. Guys are gonna try to rip you off more than the girls, so try to go for a girl. And then she was super happy, and like her energy was good, so I chose her. But I actually thought she was Europa Car too, but she was with Dollar. And so I asked her, okay, what do you got for me? And I was just asking for tomorrow and the next couple days that I'm here, because I already contracted an Uber to pick me up. And I asked if they had an office downtown where I could pick up a car. She's like, no, you got to come back to the airport. So I'm like, fuck. And so she offered me $60 a day with zero deductible if I get in an accident or get the car stolen. So that's really good. If you've priced out cars with 100% coverage, they're gonna do it over the 130 a day price. And so I said, all right. And then I just pretended I already knew that was a good price. I'm like, dude, can't you do any better than that? Well, I can speak Spanish, so I told her in Spanish to do that. And so she's like, yeah, well, this is already low, but the best I could do for you is $55 a day, and that's with everything included. I'm like, all right, cool. So I didn't even bother going to the other ones because I knew that was a damn good price. And let me tell you this, guys, like, she even gave me the car that was like above the shittiest car. I think like maybe the next level above, 1 or 2 levels above the shittiest car. And so get this, she confirmed everything on the paper, and then I had to go outside and take one of their shuttles to the car rental hub. And from that point on, I want to share, this is where I want to share, to never do this. Like, if you walk outside, they got these people with clipboards trying to sell you more car rentals and things like that, and they also work for these same car rental companies. These ones are the fucking hawks. Don't ever get with them. They asked for my paper for the rent-a-car, and I heard the girl speaking in Spanish with the other girls and the people outside, and they were asking, oh, how much did he get it for? And she's all 55 with everything, and it's like the not the cheapest car. And they're like, what? They couldn't even believe it. And so I heard her, and they didn't know I spoke Spanish. And she's all, wow. I said, es un buen precio. I said, oh, it's a good price, huh? She's all, yeah, I don't know how you got that. And she's all, we're supposed to sell it. I said, how much are you guys selling it out here? She's all, we're supposed to sell it at 2,600 pesos, which is like $130 or $135, depending, 135, 140, depending on the exchange rate. And she's all, I don't know how you got that price. That's like the price for when it's not high season, when it's not peak season. And so, you know, they already have their quota that they're supposed, like the price that they're supposed to sell it at, and they're not supposed to go below that. But I told her, yeah, the girl inside, she gave me a good price, so I couldn't say no. And I had an Uber contracted to come pick me up. I told the Uber guy, I said, hey, they gave me a good deal on the car. I said, I'll still pay you for you coming here, because I feel bad that he was already outside waiting for me. I told him, I'll pay you for coming out here. Check out that ocean view down there, driving down here, man. Woo! So I told him I'll still pay him, you know, for his time and gas. And he hooked me up with the hotel. He's a local here, and he's gonna hook me up with some weed on top of that. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna pay him. I'm gonna tip him good, and for his services, for hooking me up. He didn't have to do any of that, and he wasn't even pissed at all. He's all, no, don't worry about it. And he was just a happy guy. I think he was gay, but you know, he was just a happy person, and wasn't even upset or anything. So I appreciate that. The more I want to like help give him, to take care of him. So I told him, yeah, I'm gonna get this car rental. And he said, fine. And because like all the surf spots here are far, and I brought my board, and it's gonna cost me a lot to keep calling Ubers everywhere, and it won't be nice for me and my girl to go do stuff, you know. So I want to go do stuff with me and my girl and go shopping and not have to worry about always having to call a car. But I would rather not drive, but like in cases like this where I gotta surf and I don't want to have to call a car, especially if I want to go surf far, then I can drive and not have to worry about not having a ride back, you know. So that's why I wanted to share my experience and give you some tips on like not doing the car rentals outside. Get the ones on the inside. If you call the ones that are in the city, they're gonna rip you off too. It's the airport ones where it's the cheapest inside the airport, especially when they got all the other people like seeing you next to each other. When they're all next to each other and they see their competition, then you gotta take advantage of that for the supply and demand of, because they have all the people that, imagine all the people getting off the plane and none of them are stopping with the person. So that's why they gotta give a good price and use it to your advantage. So that's it for now, guys. I'm about to pull up to the beach right now, paying the toll over here, and hope you got something out of that, and I hope that helps if you travel in Mexico. It might work in other places. I don't know if you've traveled before to other places where it's like that and you've tried like to get them booked right at the airport and it does that. Oh, and here's the thing, man, like when I got to the spot, the Hertz fucking hub, it's like Vegas. When you go to Vegas, they take you from the airport and you get a shuttle all the way to their car rental hub. Man, that place was so slow. That was the slowest I've ever had to wait. And there wasn't even that many people. It was the slowest I've ever had to wait for the car to be ready and be picked up. And so, you know, even Cancun is more busy and has more people, but they get the cars out faster. Everyone was getting impatient over there. Check this out. Look at that. Pretty nice, huh? So, yeah, guys. So I thought I'd share that with you. It's a really slow experience over there. So prepare time. I wasted a lot of time over there. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. I'm about to pull up to the beach. Surprise my girl. She doesn't know I'm here. We're gonna celebrate tonight. And she's so bummed out because she thought we were supposed to celebrate together. She doesn't know I'm coming. And this is gonna be an amazing fucking surprise for her and for me. And have an amazing way to ring in the new year. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Adios, pura vida. All right, guys, so I'm putting together these groups, my Jedi Master Inner Circle. So there's gonna be 2 levels to it. You're gonna have the Jedi Masters, which are the guys that are making 100K or more per year at least, and have been well-traveled, have a lot of experience, and know of different places that we can go to experience and find beautiful girls and be able to share amongst everyone and give advice to other people as well. And then we're also gonna have the young Jedis that maybe aren't as experienced or just starting out in life or are young and don't really have much money, but they want to live this lifestyle. They're being inspired and they want to start and learn and be able to communicate with each other. So that'll be the second level. And of course the Jedi Master level will be in both, so that you'll have the Jedi Masters also helping the young Jedis by answering questions for people that are new. And then the Jedi Masters, what we're gonna do is have like trips maybe once a year where all of us Jedi Masters come together and go to a destination where we'll be able to experience all of this together and share and network and share financial advice, how to make money. It'll be how to make money, how to deal with breakups, how to meet girls, pretty much everything that you're seeing on my videos that I'm teaching. We'll be able to network and do it in person and put together these groups and meetings for people and kind of be me as the connector, connecting all of you guys together, because I'm getting all these messages from people from all walks of life in different parts of the world. And a lot of you guys tell me that you don't have anyone to share these experiences with or share your stories and share all the knowledge that you've accumulated throughout the years. And once you communicate with me, it's like you're spilling your entire story because you're so excited to tell someone finally, because there's no one else you can't tell your friends, can't tell your family, and there's no one you can ask questions. There's no one you can share these intimate details with. And so I want to bring you guys together with other like-minded people that are watching my videos and kind of want to live this lifestyle as well. So if you're interested in joining the Jedi Master Inner Circle, still putting together all the fine details, but I'll put you guys on a wait list. Send me an email and let me know which Jedi Master or Jedi part level in the inner circle that you want to be in. There's going to be either the young Jedi or the Jedi Masters, and the Jedi Masters is going to be 500 for you guys to join. That's the screening process. And then we got the young Jedis for $50. That way it's affordable. And the 500 is to screen out. Obviously, if you're doing well, 500 isn't much. And then it keeps out the people that aren't serious. It's kind of like how to weed out the people that aren't really real. And of course, there's going to be moderation, and there's going to be like content moderation, where I moderate who gets in and interview the people that want to come in to make sure they're real. And that way, everyone that's in the group is actually there because they want to be, and that they share this similar outlook on life and want to live this type of life and level up even more, make more connections, make more friends, kind of like me and Tim, the 72-year-old that you've been seeing interview, and other people you haven't seen in my videos that I hang out with. It'll be kind of like being into the inner circle and make these kind of bonds that will last a lifetime, and these kind of memories that we can share together and have some awesome adventures together. So if you're interested, send me an email and then put wait list you want to be on, and then as soon as I'm ready, I'll notify all you guys that it's ready, and then we'll put you guys in maybe a Telegram or a Discord, or I'm still trying to figure out the logistics, but once it's ready, then you guys will be invited once you pay the entrance fee, and then we'll get you in. All right, guys, that's it. Adios, pura vida. You say adios, baby.
Adios.
Bye. Well, guys, if you coming down here to Cancun, Playa del Carmen, I have friends down here as well that can take care of stuff. If you're heading down to Costa Rica, I got friends in Costa Rica that can help take care of the stuff, help assist with transportation and activities and lodging and things like that. And then the business that helped me live this life is the credit card service business. So if you own a business and you're still paying the credit card fees, you don't have to do that anymore. Stop wasting your money. You could be enjoying it every month instead of like whatever you're paying to the bank, $1,000, $2,000 to the bank every month. You take it and go on a vacation. Look at the ocean, how beautiful it is down here, and the weather's perfect. It's so early in the morning, I'm already sweating. It's tropical, and like people are swimming down there, if you could see. And the only thing I wish that was down here is that there was more waves. But like I said, if you own a business, you don't have to pay for the fees. You can use it for vacation, take your family out, reinvest in your business, or whatever it is you want to do with it. It's way better than wasting it, paying it to the bank and getting nothing in return. So that's it. Send me an email or write in the comments. I'll be glad to help you out. All right, that's it for now. Talk to you guys later. Adios. Pura vida.